Vanguard has released their latest 401k balances by age. And just to start off, if you're 35 to 44 years old, the average is $103,000 balance in the 401k plan. But the median, that's only $40,000. And we're going to break down all the other age groups from 20 to 60, and you can see where you stack up. But the bigger question is, if you are behind or you're right on the average, how do you bracket up quicker so you can live financially free? That's what we're talking about in today's video. I have a free gift for you, something that you can plug in numbers to and see where you stack up against all of this and what little things you can do, small little steps to amplify your 401k. If you're not investing in a 401k, you're like me. When I was like 20, I barely invested. I don't think I started investing until about age 25, and it was only like 1% of my salary. Even though my company matched up to 6%, I decided to keep the money instead because I'm like, well, I don't have a lot of money. I don't make a lot of money. So I got to kind of use that money for my life. And if you're feeling that, I've been there. I get it. I will say though, looking back, I am so annoyed that I didn't start sooner with the max match because again, my company's trying to give me 6%. Instead, I'm only going to get 1% or sometimes in some cases, 0%. It's like you're turning down a raise from your company. Who wants to turn down a raise? That's what a 401k match does. They're giving you extra money. If you put in 6%, they're going to put in an additional 6% that you would not have gotten paid without doing this little thing. That's the importance of a 401k. It's coming directly from Vanguard, and I'm going to put this link in the description below so that way you can pull it up. It's a lot to read, so I'm going to get right down to the point here. Take a look at this. Now, if you're in your 20s, let's start right there. The average 401k balance for a 20-year-old is $6,899. And the median is $1,948. So that means that, of course, with that average being a little bit high, there's a lot of people on the upper end, but there's mainly the real deal is not a lot of people have a lot invested because you're just starting off. I was this person. I think I only had about like $1,200. So I was a little bit below the median back in my 20s. Now, as you get older, age 25 to age 34, this next bracket, hopefully you start making more money. And in this particular case, the average, and this is as of 2025, so the source is Vanguard 2025, but we're looking at the entire year of 2024. That's the statistic. For 25 to 34, it goes up dramatically to $42,640 as the average with a median of $16,255. That, again, more than doubles when you get to the age of 35 to 44. So I'm going to call this your 30s. Once you hit the 30s, the goal is to scale up your income as much as possible, or if you don't, try to cut down some of your expenses so that you can totally max out your 401k contributions, or at least get as high as you can to take advantage of your company match. That is $103,552, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, with a median of $39,958. Once you hit your 40s, it's getting serious, guys. So once you're in your 40s, if you're in your 40s now, drop me a like and drop me a comment. You're in good company. So in your 40s, you're getting close to retirement, and ideally you're kind of thinking, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of working every day without any end in sight. And the only way to get a little bit of glimpse of hope, especially if you love your job, is just to make sure you have a nice little cushion, a nice little bit of net worth in a 401k that that no matter what, something's going to be there for you whenever you decide to retire, early or not. Now, typically, you can start withdrawing from a 401k at 59 and a half. In some cases, at 65 years old. So check on the circumstance and especially the year because, laws and policies change all the time. But talking specifically about this age bracket, it's very serious because the average is $188,643. In my opinion, that's not a lot of money. The median is $67,796. Now, before we get to the 50-year-olds, I think the important thing to think about here, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, $188,000 is an average. Now, does that mean that most people are only using their company match? So for example, you're only putting about 2, 3, 6%, whatever that is. If your company's like really incredible, they're doing like 10%, very unlikely, but are you only doing the match? And that's all you're doing. Now, the rest of the money that you could invest, you're putting it maybe into a Roth IRA. Maybe you're putting that into a taxable brokerage account so you have the freedom to be able to withdraw whenever you want. And so therefore, that is a misleading number because I will tell you for myself, I don't put all of my money into a 401k. I only go up to the 100% match of a 6% that my company gives me. I'm not investing 15%. I'm not investing 25%. The rest of my investments, which is well over 50% of my income, goes into a taxable brokerage account. If you'd like to understand why, let me know and I'll come back with a video on why I do that. But that could kind of answer the question of why in your 40s you only have $188,000 as an average because everything else is invested elsewhere. Now, if that's not the case, that means that's not a lot of money. And that worries me. If your average balance is only $188,000, you got to start thinking about what is the plan. Now, if the plan is I'm going to live off of Social Security at the age of 65, go over to ssa.gov, log into that, sign up for it. They give you a projection of what your income will be on Social Security if and only if you continue to make the same amount of money or more from this point all the way to the age you start taking Social Security. That doesn't mean you're going to get it if you quit today and just wait. You got to make that money all the way consistently until you decide to start taking Social Security. But if that's not a lot of money, you need to start thinking about your plan. Invest more in a 401k, invest more into a taxable brokerage account. Do something because at the ripe old age of 65 or 70, you might be in a very tough position. I want you to be better than that. That's why I'm pausing on age 40, because this is when things get serious when you're in your 40s. You got to scale up. Now, age 50, the average of a 50-year-old is $271,320 with a median of $95,642. Then let's get up to 65 plus. Now, this means that you're probably retired. So we're talking 60s, we're talking 70s, so on. Average balance, $299,442 with a median of $95,425. Now, of course, we don't want to look at 70s and 80s because theoretically that 401k balance should actually be going down because you're now living off of that amount of money. So, typically you're withdrawing. So why is there a gap? Well, there's a couple of reasons, and Vanguard actually points this out in the long study that if you want, you can read it, but I'll summarize it for you. First of all, contributions, number one, people aren't contributing enough. Employer match, the average match right now in America is 4.6% of pay. So they'll match up to about 4.6%. If your company is higher than that, that's amazing. Hats off to them. If they're lower than that, they're below the average. I'm not going to say that they're bad. It's just they're below the average, right? Market cycles, and then, of course, taking loans, which never, if I can give you like one piece of just not really financial advice, but like a word of wisdom, taking out a 401k loan is the most expensive way to take a loan because you're getting hit with a penalty, you're getting hit with interest, you're getting hit with a lot more than even if you just take out a personal loan from a bank. Be very careful. If you're taking any loans against your 401k balance or you're deciding to cash out your 401k before you turn the correct age to do so without getting penalized. So we're going to look at this free tool and it's linked in the description. But let's talk about some action levers that you need to know if you want to jump up, if you want to scale up your 401k balance. You're tired of hearing about the average 401k by age. You want to know how you can be above average. Let's talk about that. And then that will actually showcase us to the Google Sheet. First, you need to increase your savings rate. At minimum, if you think about the Dave Ramsey group, he says once you get to baby step number 4, you invest 15% into retirement. Now, going back to the numbers that we talked about a little bit earlier, that doesn't mean that you have to do all 15% in a 401k. If you're trying to find financial independence early or have a little bit more freedom with your money, you could do maybe up to the match, right, that your company offers in a 401k, and then take the rest of that and either put it in a Roth IRA so you can take advantage of tax advantage growth, or you can put it in a taxable brokerage account, which gives you the freedom to withdraw it whenever you need it, kind of serving either as an emergency fund, or what you could do is retire early if you really scale that up. And I'm talking about more than 15%. We're talking you can get rid of some of your expenses, get rid of some of your debt, and then start putting away 50% or more of your income every single month. If you do that, you're going to be able to scale up to a point that you could retire early. If you're interested in why I do that, again, comment down below. I'll come back with a video. The other thing to think about is front loading any type of raise that you get or bonus. A lot of people will do a 1% bump every year. So let's say you can't start at 6%, you can't start at 4%, start at 1%. And then every year, let's say you get a 2 or 3% raise at your job. Increase your 401k by 1% every year until it gets up to the maximum that you can then afford. Now, let's take a look at the free sheet. Please, by all means, take advantage of this. This is my gift to you for watching the video. If you enjoy it, please drop me a like as payment. You don't need to pay me. Just drop a like. All right, look. First, tab on this sheet is really just a summary of what we looked at, right? Here's the average versus the median. Have a look at that graph chart. Really shows you that the average is really pulled up by those people that are super duper rich. But of course, the median tells you a little bit more of a clearer story as to how this is going on. So this is, of course, pulled by the Vanguard report that we just looked at. Now, what you want to do is come over to the second tab, Your Info. This is where you can plug in whatever you want, depending on what your age is based on the Vanguard report. I'm going to select 35 to 44. Let's say your 401k balance is currently sitting at $100,000. You can adjust this up or down if you want. Your annual salary is $100,000. That's pretty sweet. Your contribution percentage right now is at 6% with a match of 6%. Fantastic. You're totally maxing it out. I'm not going to do any auto increases in this particular example. And then we have 25 more years until we want to retire with an expected annual return, 7%. Now you can also look over here. The average for your age in this category is 103. So right now the balance is just slightly off from the average, but you are above the median. Not bad. Now, when you plug all this stuff in, at the very bottom, you're going to see a tab that says projections. This is where things get exciting. And this is where you can take a look and say, am I saving enough for what I expect? So in year 0, that's what we are right now. Your total contribution will be $6,000 at the end of the year, with your employer throwing in an extra $6,000. Total annual is $12,000 contributed altogether, and there's your annual end of year balance. Now, it'll keep growing, and it'll consider that 7% market return. The important thing is make sure that you select a good, either a target date fund or something like the S&P 500 to direct this money into. I think most 401ks will make you invest in something. Whatever you do, don't let the money just go in there and sit. You got to invest it. If it's just sitting in the account, it's not going to grow at all. It's just going to sit there. And it'll like 12,000 today will be 12,000 20 years from now. You got to put it into an investment in order for it to grow. Super important. But in this particular example, with what we have, the balance at retirement, which is 25 years from today, would be $1,404,000. The total contribution was $300,000. That's the employee, which is you, plus your employer. And the gain from the growth in the stock market is $1,004,853. Now, if that number looks low to you, if you're like, well, with inflation, you're going to need more than that, and all these other things that people like to say, well, this is where you need to take some action. And there's a couple of things you can do. First, you can see, okay, well, if you come over here to this little chart, at 25, do you see it says 1.5? Oh, nope, sorry, 25, 1.4, there's that number. You can delay retirement if you want, and this will show you what happens if you delay retirement. Maybe 34 years from now, this is what you could get. If you wait until about year 39, that's what you get. Or you come back to your info tab. And if you do that, you can start messing around with things. Like say, for example, your contribution, you're going to put 15% in instead. You're going to find a way to reduce your expenses, find a way to fix something so you can put more money, or you're just going to suffer and pretend you got a pay cut. I don't know, whatever you're going to do, 15%. Now, if you do that, considering 25 more years to retirement, the numbers look much better. Take a look. Now the balance at retirement is $2,022,000. Of course, your contributions are higher, but so is the gain from the growth. That is an option. You can also play around with, if you want to go crazy, you're going to get that 6% employer match no matter what. But let's say you're going to do 50% of your income. So in this case, with an annual salary of $100,000, you're putting away $50,000 a year. So in 25 years, you're going to have $4.4 million. Fantastic. Play around with this, because the reason I built this the way that I built it is I want you to be able to play with your own numbers. I can sit here and give you all the examples all day long. But what I love about what we do here on the channel is we empower you to make your financial moves and do your own research. Because, this isn't financial advice. I'm just plugging numbers on a screen. I don't know how much money you make. Maybe you only make $50,000 a year. But adjust the numbers, figure it out. The other thing to keep in mind is that you're always going to hopefully get a raise. You're not going to be stuck at $100,000 every single year for the rest of your life, or $50,000 or whatever you make right now. As time goes on, hopefully you're either finding new jobs that pay you more, or you're getting amazing raises and promotions at your job. You got to figure something out so that way you can continue to scale this up so you can live the life that you deserve. Who cares about the average 401k balance by age? At the end of the day, you're in control. You can rise above the average. Might be hard at first. It was for me, but consistency does pay off. Now, I want to invite you for a little challenge here at the end of the video. Comment on this video with your current age band based on the Vanguard study. Here's the list of it so that way you can see it. Where do you fall? And what is your goal for your 401k over the next 5 and 10 years? Comment below. Let's have a discussion. Because a lot of times people overexert the millionaire lifestyle a little bit too much, especially on YouTube. Sometimes it's okay to start with only $50,000. Sometimes it's okay to start with $1,000. And maybe what we could do is encourage each other. What's your goal? And when you see other people's goals, reply to them, encourage them, and let's lift each other up so we can live the life that we deserve. Hey, thanks for watching. Like the video. Check out this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.